we were talking about how it's important to pay attention to our thoughts and feelings, and where we are working on raising our vibrational energy to the happiness and joy frequency. It's also important to understand that we don't push feelings and thoughts away because they are a part of who we are. And so the key is just not to get attached or not to ruminate. So we don't want to be going into the past. We don't want to be going into the future. We want to acknowledge that right here in this moment, we are feeling whatever it is that we're feeling, that the emotion is a part of who we are. And so we know that when we start to suppress emotion and push it away, it has to reside somewhere, and it resides in our bodies, which then leads to weakened immune systems and any kind of illness. So it's really about acknowledging the thought and emotion, and just as I say, getting curious and bringing, we've talked about this, I think, before, but bringing a beginner's mind to it to say, oh, this is curious that sadness or grief or anger or joy or happiness, whatever they are, just acknowledging that it's there, perhaps sitting with it for a few seconds, but then watching it fade slowly away. It's when we start to lock onto it and we bring it into our awareness and it stays there for hours, days, months. Some people it stays for years, right? That's when it becomes harmful to us. It decreases our ability to see the big picture. It decreases our ability to raise our energy vibration higher. Philip, what was the phrase you used?
The helpful phrase to remember is energy goes where perception flows.
Right.
So as we choose to switch our perception, as Jackie said, and it could be something that, you know, a helpful way is, Corinne, and in your memory of the funeral service, where you were so touched by the singers, for example, that's now a memory for you that you've shared with us, and you had that experience of being in the church. There's no one in front of you, no one to the sides. This probably these etheric, angelic voices that were filling the space, and you were deeply moved by that. So therefore, your energy is flowing to that place of joy, of wonderment, perhaps, that so deeply moved you. Wow. As opposed to thinking of the opposite of that, of not being able, for example, to see your mom as often as you'd like, and what she's been going through in the long separation. But you can say, oh yeah, I saw mom last week or the week before, and we were able to see each other, and then you can switch your frequency, as Jackie said, by simply recalling something, perhaps. That's an easy way to do it.
So
and the same for you.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
go ahead. Yeah.
Well,
and the same for Eugene. You know, Eugene, you can think of the joy being out on your kayak, the joy of the smoker going, the joy of that big fireplace that we had at your cottage, where we had the ceremony, burning all that stuff, and the fine, the fellowship you have with your visitors and your grandchildren, your grandchildren and other family members, your granddaughter who's there. You can right now, you can tap into that immediately, no matter what's going on.
So we're going to start the meditation with a meditation on thought and emotion. And the idea being, I will guide for a few minutes, then we'll have a few minutes of silence, and then Philip will come in. But the idea is to let it just rise up, but noticing what's happening in the moment. Are you feeling sadness or grief or hunger, or, you know, can you just feel it? And I think also making that connection, like we've done in a body scan, where you make the connection where it's residing in your body, that feeling or emotion coming up, it's somewhere also in your body. And are you thinking thoughts? Are you thinking about the dinner that you're going to have? Are you planning? Are you thinking about what's coming tomorrow? And if you notice yourself doing that, just saying, this is curious, and watch it fade away. So let's just get comfortable, finding a spot where you can uncurl your arms and legs. Erect posture if you're sitting up, if you're lying down, you know, sort of almost the Shavasana pose, and closing your eyes. And just for a few moments, bringing awareness to your breath, to the breathing in and breathing out. Having gratitude for the breath. And now bringing your awareness to your heart center as you open up to whatever comes into your awareness. All the while knowing that we do not have to be attached. We do not have to ruminate. We do not have to worry about the future. Just knowing that we can access the present moment at any time. Honoring any thought or any emotion that arises, knowing that it is a part of our human condition. But the key is never to be attached, so that it brings us down into our lower vibration. In essence, you are honoring your own inner wisdom of how to embrace all that is inside of you. That beautiful landscape of who you are, the thoughts, the emotions, the physical feelings. Understanding that they are temporary and sometimes fleeting. Just bringing our marvelous mind to rest. Keeping our hearts open. Stilling our minds from thoughts. Stilling our minds from the chaos that can happen when we let our minds and imaginations run wild. And perhaps for a few moments, bringing your awareness all the way down to your toes. and doing a scan that helps you connect what's going on in your mind or your spirit to what's happening in your body. Where are you feeling those thoughts and emotions? Just gently scanning all the way up your legs, all the way up your spine, one vertebrae at a time. Scanning your abdomen, your diaphragm, and your chest, your neck, your head, every part of your face, throat, and back down into your heart. Simply noticing where your thoughts and emotions arise and where they reside. All the while acknowledging and then creating space for them to just slowly and gently drift away. Knowing they are not part of this moment. Bringing particular attention to your heart center, the place of love and healing. Noticing how your heart feels in this moment. Is your heart full of love, joy, and happiness? Or is there some sorrow or grief or anger there? Knowing that as you sit with that for a very few moments, you have the wisdom to let it pass. And now for a very few moments, we will just sit as you practice the skill of letting go. A skill that will really help to center you, help you balance, and help you find the inner harmony and peace that we all need and treasure. And after those few moments, Philip will then guide us further.
And very easily and gently, as you continue to enjoy this moment, this present moment that Jackie has described, noticing that your physical vessel, your physical vehicle, is surprisingly relaxed. You notice that your toes and feet and legs are relaxed. Your arms and hands are comfortably positioned. Your hips and torso feel supported. Your neck and head are in the perfect position for you. It could be that right now, in this moment of peace and ease, your physical vessel is beginning to feel pleasantly heavy. It's a curious feeling. And you feel so safe and supported. Nothing to do right now. You are in this moment of ease and relaxation. I invite you also to bring your awareness to your breathing, just noticing the rise and fall of your chest and the expansion and contraction of your diaphragm. Just noticing the wonder of your miraculous breath. Perhaps this is the first time today that you've noticed your breath. Each time you breathe in a deep, pleasurable breath through your nose, it seems as if you become a little more relaxed, a little more at peace. In this moment, you have the opportunity of being more relaxed and at ease than you have been in some time. The benefit to you is that as you allow yourself this gift of ease and relaxation, you're able to access another part of your being much more easily, enjoying this gentle, pleasurable rhythm of breathing and ease and relaxation. Remembering within your being that you are already an infinite being of love and light. Nothing to strive for, because that is what you are already. And in this moment of ease and relaxation, you allow your heart to guide you. Your loving, expansive heart knows the way. It gently and lovingly guides you. invites you to this place of ease, relaxation, joy, and happiness. It is easy for you now to recall moments of joy and happiness that bring a smile to you. Perhaps they are moments that have occurred recently or long ago. As you allow your memory and perception to bring forth these moments in your marvelous mind and memory, you notice that this is where your energy is going. You allow yourself this gift. You begin to notice that it feels as if your heart is beginning to expand. You notice that your heart is filled with love and joy. All feelings that are not in resonance with this now gently leave your experience just as you exhale. Just like the breath that is no longer required, as you breathe out all that is no longer required. And this makes more room within your being, within your heart, for even more love and light and joy. As you breathe, and as you allow this wonderful wave of feeling to fill your being, it becomes easier and easier for you to hold this wonderful resonance within you. Here, there's nothing to strive for because this is already your true nature. You are already a being of love and light. This is already you. The beautiful tree in the forest and the roses and flowers in the garden don't have to try to be trees or roses or flowers. That is their nature. Just like the rose standing forth in her beauty, allowing her petals to unfold and allowing her fragrance to permeate all of the space around her. You too simply stand forth in the wonder that you are already, in the miracle that you are already. All of the experiences that you've had, all of the memories that you hold in your mind, contribute to the mosaic that you are. You've had many adventures and experiences. And right now, in this moment, you choose to perceive through the loving lens of your heart. You allow yourself to feel love for people who are in your world right now. You have great feelings of joy as you recall your loved ones and your loving experiences. You allow your love and light to shine upon these memories and these aspects of you. And you notice that your heart is beginning to expand just a little more as you do so. It begins to feel as if your heart is filling your chest. It might even feel as if your heart is expanding beyond your physical body. It could be that you begin to notice that your heart is expanding now and filling the room that you were in. If you're in a room, or perhaps if you're outdoors, you notice that there's a very large sphere of love around you. Your heart is expanding because you are already an infinite being of love and light. You are invited to expand this miraculous sphere of love around you. It is becoming easier and easier for you to hold this feeling of love and light around you, moment by moment. in the twinkling of an eye, because you are an infinite being of love and light, you are also able to expand your love around the entire world, just in the twinkling of an eye. Your love is now encompassing the entire world. The world is uplifted by you, by the love and the light that you are. You are now changing the world because you are allowing your love and light to come forth. The world is now enveloped by your beautiful love and light. And all peoples and all life forms benefit. You are now moving into a more exalted state of being, which is completely natural and right for you. In each nanosecond, as you hold this frequency, you, the world, and all who are in your world benefit. For the next couple of minutes now, I'll invite you to hold this experience, this feeling within, knowing that all is well, all continues to be well, because you are already an infinite being of love and light, moving into your exalted state, and therefore uplifting the world. In a few moments, after a minute or two, you'll hear Jackie's voice, and then she'll ring the bell, and you'll be able to come back to this place where you are, fully aware, feeling wonderfully relaxed and at ease, allowing the frequencies to accompany you through the balance of your day.
May all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. May all beings find peace.